Hi, and welcome. I'm Matthew. Today, I want to talk about something many English learners feel, but almost never talk about clearly. You understand English. You've studied it for years. Your grammar is mostly correct. People understand what you're saying. And still, your English doesn't feel natural. It sounds right, but it doesn't sound real. This stage is confusing because you're not a beginner anymore. You don't struggle with basic sentences, but you also don't feel comfortable expressing yourself freely. And what makes this frustrating is that the problem is invisible. There's no clear rule to fix, no grammar mistake to correct. That's because the issue isn't accuracy, it's usage. Many learners speak English the way it's written. Full sentences, clear beginnings, and clear endings. But real spoken English doesn't work like that. Real conversations are unfinished. They're emotional. They move in unexpected directions. Native speakers rarely speak in complete sentences. They pause. They restart. They soften what they say. Not because they don't know English, but because they're focused on the moment, not the sentence. For example, imagine someone shares an opinion you don't fully agree with. A textbook response might be, "I do not agree with your opinion." Grammatically correct, clear, and slightly uncomfortable. In real life, you're much more likely to hear something like, "Yeah, I'm not really sure about that," or "I see what you mean, but I don't know." Notice what's happening here. The speaker is not attacking the idea. They're creating space. This is one of the biggest differences between correct English and natural English. Natural English is soft. Words like kind of, maybe, a bit, I guess, and you know don't add information. They add humanity. They signal that the conversation is open, not finished. Another reason English can sound unnatural is over-explaining. Many learners feel pressure to prove their English, so they explain too much. They justify every thought. But in real conversations, long explanations can feel heavy. Native speakers often respond with very short reactions. That makes sense. Yeah, I get that. Right, exactly. These responses may sound simple, but they are extremely natural. Natural English is responsive, not prepared. It reacts to the moment instead of delivering a perfect sentence. And here's something important. Sounding natural does not mean sounding advanced. Some of the most natural English uses very basic words. What matters is rhythm, timing, stress, when you speak and when you stop. Confidence in English doesn't come from knowing more words. It comes from being comfortable leaving sentences unfinished, from allowing small imperfections. When you stop trying to control every word, your English starts to feel lighter. It breathes. And this is usually the moment when people say, "Your English sounds much better." Not because it became more correct, but because it became more human. If you're listening to this and thinking, "This sounds exactly like me," that's not a coincidence. This channel is for learners who already know English but want to use it more naturally. We'll talk about how English actually works in real conversations, not how it looks on paper. If you want more episodes like this, focused on natural English, real usage, and communication, make sure to subscribe. This episode is best suited for intermediate to upper intermediate learners, roughly B1+ to B2. Especially for those who understand English well, but want to sound more relaxed and natural when they speak. Thanks for listening. I'm Matthew. And remember, correct English is good, but natural English is better. Better every day.